how to get into India in 2022. What visas do you need? What forms do you need to fill out? We're going to cover in today's video. My experience through the airport was actually quite easy, and I'll show a little bit of that now. G'day and good morning guys. So today's video is a bit of a different one. We're going to be going through how to get into India in 2022, right? What visas do you need? What forms do you need to fill out? How do you even get on the airplane? All these things, what do you need to do? What documents do you need? Insurance, COVID certificate, COVID test, vaccination, all these question marks and things that people aren't sure of, we're going to cover in today's video. So I'm currently in the beautiful Manali in India, in the Himalayas. So I thought that this would be a really good place to film outside, right behind the mountain. You can see snow on the top here. So let's dive into the video and I'll show you guys exactly what you need to get into this beautiful country of India. So first things first, you're going to need your e-visa. So this is a system that the Indian government has set up for a lot of countries, a lot of people from different nationalities to apply for a 30-day e-visa. Now once you get your e-visa, for me, I'm Australian, I'm allowed to re-enter India 3 more times. That is the case for most people, but you'll just have to do your research based on which country you're from. I'm going to leave a link to all the websites we talk about in the description of this video, so you can click on the website in the description and make sure that you're at the correct website. Now what you need to do is go into this website, apply for e-visa, and fill out all of your details here. Okay, I'm not going to go through that, you just got to follow the prompts. Now another thing that a lot of people don't do and miss out is they've got their e-visa, they've booked their flight, but they show up to the airport and they don't have one important form. Now, if you don't have this form filled out, the air hostess who's checking you in is going to say, do you have this form? You're going to go, what? No, I didn't know about that. Well, you're going to know about that in today's video. You see, when I was checking in, I had this form already filled out, and everyone else in the line pretty much didn't have the form filled out. And a lot of those people were Indians, local people, had no idea about this form. So I'm going to show you that today. So essentially this is just a health declaration form. And what does this mean? Well, essentially you upload a copy of your passport, your personal details, you upload your vaccination certificate, or you can upload a negative PCR test. So you can either be fully vaccinated to come into the country and not have to do a test, or if you're unvaccinated, you just need to upload a negative PCR test. Once you fill all of this out, hit submit, and you should get a form straight away, which you can save into a PDF. It will be emailed to you, and it also comes up on the next web page, which you can save it into a PDF. And it will look something like this. Now I've zoomed out so you don't see my personal details, but it should have these 2 logos up the top and all the information. What you want to do is print that out so you can show that when you check in at the airport, and it'll be much easier for you. You know, people who didn't do that, who didn't already have it done, were trying to do it on their phones, uploading things, trying to take screenshots. It's just a mess. You don't want to be doing that at the check-in counter. So make sure you're prepared and you have everything done. It's 2022. You got to make sure that you do your research when you go to countries. Okay, I see so many people at the airport scratching their heads and not realizing that they need to have these extra things done. Okay, it's important. Please do your research when you're traveling. You don't want to be that traveler who doesn't have his documents and look like an idiot, okay? So make sure you do this and you'll be sweet and you can have fun and start to travel. Now, Your next thing is your e-visa. Once you get your e-visa sent to you, it should take about 3 to 4 days for the Indian government to go through and approve it. Once you get that, it'll look something like this. Once again, I've zoomed out just to hide my personal details. What you want to do is print this off, and also have it on your phone is a good idea too, and you can use that for check-in. Now, a lot of people might comment in the comments, Jack, do you need insurance? As far as I know, you don't need insurance. Please do your research though. It's always changing, the rules are always changing. I use a company called Safety Wing. I'm not sponsored by them or anything in this video. It's a insurance platform for digital nomads. It covers for COVID. It also covers for bike accidents and all your other stolen, theft, all of that good stuff, okay? So yeah, I pay a monthly subscription to them every month. And yeah, it pretty much works out like that. I've known them to be great. Their reviews say that they pay out when you're in the hospital and you need them. They don't come up with some silly BS about, oh, you know, you need to show proof of this or proof of that, blah, blah, blah. They're really good at understanding, so you should be right going with them. Another question is Onward flights. Do I need an Onward flight or a return flight from the country I have flown with? The short answer is yes. However, I did not get asked for this at all in the airport. So it's up to you if you want to spend the money to book a Onward flight if you already know where you're going. Okay, I didn't book an Onward flight because I'm traveling and my plans just change in a split second. Originally, I thought I was going to Malaysia after this, but I'm actually going back to Thailand for a short period. So thank God I didn't book a flight. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave it in the description. And as always, guys, keep it real.